Yeah. I know this sound. You know, you need to teach me this. I want to learn how to do this sound. Yeah, and then my own instruments as well.
Yeah.
Whenever I just want to feel like it.
You play.
I'm doing currently. I go all over to teach people to make from scratch records by themselves.
Okay.
Learn how to play, then compose for themselves. You know, in my language, also when we call the instruments or define to them, we use the prefix of u.
Yes.
U is a prefix for a human being.
Yes, okay.
Or a prefix for something is I-E, you know, but these are not E hard, you know, the hard. We personify them because we recognize the spirit they carry.
Yes. The energy they drive.
And for that matter, the music comes from the bow. We are So we listen to all the vibrations that are there, listen, and then you pick up what you want to sing and you sing there.
Yes.
So the music is in the bow.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you're able to interact with its energy and the source of the drive that it carries.
Look at the bishop there. He's on another level.
Because the bow, the material. Because the material of the bow is natural. It's a tree, it's a stone, and then it's a human being after all. And, you know,
you've got a tree.
It's a stone.
It's living. It's natural. You've got a stone,
which is the string,
and a human being also.
And then it needs a human being for it to have that sound out.
That's energy.
Yes, that energy. So all three of us have to come together, and then you gain that sound.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, this is Ra. I'm here to enlighten and give you the knowledge, understanding. I'm here with these two legends.
Apostle Makhado.
Luyolo Lenga.
You heard them. I just want to give you guys enlightenment, and I just wanted to share with this what we're going to talk about here. You can maybe use it as well to actually learn something out of it and be positive. And as a vibrational being, as a spiritual being, this is where you're supposed to be at all the time. It's all about increasing the mental power within your mind, and you'll be able to control anything and everything that is of nature. I love you so much. Stay tuned. So it is very important. I would love to, trust me, I would love to learn. I
to learn how to play.
Listen.
Yeah.
I saw this lady on Idols. She came with this instrument.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a young lady. She came and played it and auditioned with it, and they loved her.
I love this.
I was telling him now that you must bring this to Venda.
Yes.
Where you will teach the young children there in Venda.
Yes. That's where it is.
Yeah, because this is the sound that is missing in our generation.
Yes.
We've got a lot of hip hop here.
Too much. You know, we even influence hip hop. Now this sound, they sample it for their hip hop music. So it just changes the platform altogether.
Yes.
I mean, the sound itself is now the sound that they are totally connected to when they begin to use.
And this sound speaks. You know, that production that you did,
My African Dream.
Yeah, My African Dream.
Yes.
So the first time I played it with my family, I would close my eyes just to allow the music to direct me where it takes me.
Sure.
Guess what? It took me into the bush with a wild animal.
Okay.
So the music takes you back to nature.
Yes.
I've closed my eyes, then I played it, I relaxed, I played it. I saw myself in the bush.
The sound is very ancient.
Yeah, it's ancient.
And you know, when you come to that point, it's a peaceful moment, right?
Yes.
Because there's something people need to understand. You are a walking universe, as well as you, as well as I. When you're walking, you're carrying the universe within yourself. All together as a collective consciousness, we make that one complex universe that keeps on growing. Because every time you indulge in those thoughts, you think about whatever that you're thinking, having that moment sensational, automatically you are expanding. And when you do that, the universe itself is expanding. For a human being that's living here today, is actually greater than what they see around them and outside of the universe. That's there. What's there is actually lesser. What's here is greater than what is outside.
True. Very much so. Because I mean, I feel like I was drawn when I heard the bow sound for the first time.
Yes.
I was drawn into something, and I allowed myself. I went to find out only to realize that actually I feel so connected to this. I feel this is me, or maybe I am it.
Yes.
And you are one. Yeah.
And now I go home on my first vacation at school, bringing this bow, not knowing that I'll find my grandmother at home visiting. And she was the only last remaining from my grandparents' generation, like my father's father.
Yes. Okay.
When I entered the door, she was asking, "Luyolo, what are you carrying?" And I told her, "Oh, Ati." And she was so in amazement. Oh my, Luyolo, and I'm like, now what does that mean? It's like, who is Nomawele also?
Yes.
Nomawele apparently was one of the twin sisters of her generation, of the same home, but they were both diviners. And Nomawele was the one who played the bows.
Okay.
Me, I did not know that. One generation passed of my parents, but me, somehow I was drawn to this. And
Exactly. As you're reincarnating the past spirit that once lived and still now residing, coming back through you, there's a reincarnation in the soul.
Of some sort.
Yes.
And I now went to Cape Town to perform with Matozin. And now we are rehearsing. Another lady comes. Like, I'm trying to speak about the story is actually that really captured me about the bows and the music they made.
Yes.
This lady was going across the world trying to find Matosini for one specific reason. Because at some point she was on her deathbed and she tried Western medicine in Spain. It didn't work. She went down to South America, Peru.
Yes.
And they tried traditional medicine there. And now as she tells the stories, like the shaman was telling me that as much as I worked trying to heal you, your vital signs were constantly going down. And what I thought of maybe adding music in the background as I worked with you. And the music they added was Matosini's CD. Then they played that in the background, and the lady says, I was healed and I'm alive. That's why I decided I'm going to go across the world and find this lady.
Yes.
And that moment we were rehearsing, it was the moment that she found that lady. And
so it was something meant to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, I knew there was something about the pose.
Yeah,
Therefore, I'm going to focus all my energy
to
into
it.
the pose. Yes. And now I'm here now. Like, I've been traveling now, trying to find more.
And you're still gonna travel.
I'm still gonna find.
I'm telling you, you're still gonna travel. I don't wanna lie. And I'm just happy to be at your presence, honestly speaking, because this is something that people need to understand how it can actually work into increasing your vibration. Because you know what, anything that is musical that can actually intellect inside what resides within and makes you to be elevated. It's a great sound of healing and peace inside of you.
It is what we need. We are in a world that has been hurting for a very long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can bring the food.
That has been hurting for
I thought you were bringing the food. Oh, you are checking us. You must check the food. Don't check on us. Okay.
Sure.
You must check the food. We are okay.
We are free.
We are free.
Oh, wow.
I was recording you, so he disturbed me, this guy.
Yeah.
And so, I've been going through experiments now. Because it's been hard to find materials to make these instruments.
Yes.
The trees out there, right? But the calabashes that we need, they are scarce. And I've been moving around the country, and I understand that Limpopo is where mostly they still grow.
You must come vend.
KZN,
vend and find it. There's so many calabashes.
No, KZN and Eastern Cape, we're supposed to be farming them, but there's not much farming happening currently.
Okay.
For which we need to revive that spirit of farming, because we need those calabashes again. Because I mean, when you
now that you mentioned that, there's something that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and work with some people that we can enter a meditation and visit that place, and we can be able to revive that energy, because it is important. Part of it has to be cleansed. When that cleansing takes place, we activate some certain energy, because there's something that people need to understand is, and at certain aspects of places, there's so many different lost souls that when they are trapped, things cannot function naturally and well again. In order for that to resume back, those souls needs to be actually released from this locked matrix, and then when they get free, then things start to change. It's all about interacting with the energy.
Makes sense.
So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna try and do that and bring some change.
Perfect. Because the point is to now let's make these instruments back into our time.
Yes.
Those instruments carry a very big and deep spirit of our ancestors. We are quite weak as humans of this time. We need as much assistance as we could have, like having such ancient things, like connect ourselves to our traditions and heritage and stuff like that, because whatever we thought we've learned from these schools and stuff weakened our spirit.
Yeah, exactly. It did
so much.
It did, definitely, because the sad thing is, whatever that we were taught in school, we can't even deny it because we were part of it, but we had to realize it and come out of it, right?
Yeah.
But whatever that is that it was dishing out to the people, it was to prepare them for the system.
Yeah.
It is not no interaction relation with what your spirituality is. Exactly. Instead, it diminishes your power and doesn't increase your creed.
Yeah.
Thank you. Making people to be robots.
Yeah. Creating zombies.
Yes.
I mean, they say, I hate it when they always say African time, because I mean, as an African, even if I'm rushing to work, but when I see you need help, I'll stop and help you. I would rather be late.
Yeah.
The other thing,
I can't leave you there like that.
The other thing, once you're okay, we must organize like a place like this, in a hotel or a good class restaurant.
I have the best one in Coffee Bay at the beach.
Okay.
Then you go there, you perform. I mean, here in Gauteng, we need that. Here in Gauteng, I mean,
that's true.
They've got a lot of R&B. We need indigenous.
Yeah, we have to have it, and it has to be heightened.
Yes.
Okay, I just saw there's a place in Santin called Etigene.
Yes, there in Santin. We just go there, then we speak to them and say, we want to bring this weekend. Just give us a
one thing I can tell you about Makhado, he loves Santin.
I've seen.
That is what the word is.
He loves Santin.
That is what the word is.
That's when things happen.
I did not say anything about Santin to him.
Yeah. No, I know that. I'm not coming here from a bad space. I'm just admiring it.
Yes.
Do love it.
Yes.
No, my brother just wanted me to perform 22nd September, but me, I had a show in East London. I wanted to come, but there was just so many.
No, must organize that.
I was doing.
And I want to be part of it. If you organize it, please invite me. I want to come there.
Just for a weekend. Let them give you one Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
You bring your guys there, instrument. I mean, you play.
Oh, you even have a team?
I band.
You have a band?
Well, I've worked with many bands before. I've recently, from last year, ventured on a solo career.
Yes.
The focus actually is the bow music. But then I use all my other skills I've learned, because I'm taught in classical piano and stuff. So I use all of that to create my new music.
Yes.
I hope I had headphones around to make you listen, but my music is online, released online currently.
Don't worry, we'll exchange numbers.
Yeah, yes. And then I'll share stuff.
Yes, please. Feel free.
Otherwise,
we are together.
I'm a champion in promoting the bows.
Okay.
I can use my guitar because I play a guitar, I play the piano, I play the drums, I play the marimbas, I play quite many instruments,
And that's something white people cannot copy.
They can't. Yeah. Because we have been copying them.
Yeah. That's one thing they cannot copy. Because in order for that to happen, it takes another drive and energy.
Yeah. For us, it's easy. Me, it's a connection to a higher energy of myself.
Yes.
I'm there. It's not what they taught me. It's not what they taught me at all. But okay, what they taught me is that we have created separate markets, and we've made that market to have a specific taste like this. So if you want to win that market, we have to use your music like that. And then we've created another market to another market.
And you can't change like your sound because of their market. You'll rather create your own market.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned that, I always tell my followers, right now, people are afraid that they're getting fired for not actually doing something necessarily rules.
Yeah, according to the system. But
I'm telling them, listen, the way that you're actually even explaining it, if you were to reside with what your soul tells you to do, and don't even have a hesitation to be afraid to think that I'm going to be poor. No, that will never happen. If you're interacting with your soul, and this is something that is your dream, that goes along with your soul, because anything that anything that you say is a dream and it doesn't go along with it's not your dream.
It's not gonna work out.
You're lying to yourself. You understand?
It's not gonna work out.
So
You'll always be there. You'll
there must be a
but you won't
synergy.
be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you interact with this soul within yourself, whatever that drives you to do, if you have to sell herbs, African indigenous herbs, do that. You'll be supported. Now is the time for that to happen.
You can't be
we
lost.
have to build our community. Black people, the black consciousness is rising, right? And part of that, we have to build our community. But if you're still having this blind side, thinking that we have to. I mean, like, I have nothing against white people to say, to be quite frank. I have nothing against white people. But however, if we keep on excelling at their level, to keep on giving back to what they actually want us to be like, then we're not our true self. And we'll always forever be their slaves. And it's not supposed to be like that. You understand? So,
It's Devon. And
Yes.
they give us a Bible.
and the greatest way to conquer black people is taking them out from the forest, because
Yeah.
the thing is about the forest is, then that's what people need to understand about. Your heart chakra, remember you have chakras. Your heart chakra is green, is connected with the Mother Earth and the forest. Whenever you are there, when you are resonating with this chakra, it gets activated to the point that you actually start to even feel like elevating. I'm telling you, if you were to do meditation for a week, go to the forest, just stand there and do this. You start picking up your body will be like this, hovering all over the place, because it's connected to the nature, because of your heart chakra. And then these things, people will say that the copper is for Izangoma. No. First of all, every black person is a Sangoma. And every black person is an ancestor, not Idlos, Amadlos. That's when people they confuse. They say Nginedlos. No, I'm not those. Unamadlos. Those are the guides that are connected within you. So when you're having the coppers and everything, you're connecting it with one of the chakra that is green, and you're able to manipulate this copper to make greater things within you, and as it balances you. Part of it makes your skin to be forever young. Your blood circulation even changes. You blossom, and your aura becomes so highly vibrational when you have these things. So it's not subject to just one particular person to say no, it's for that person because it's an initiator. And honestly speaking, every black person must have a copper, one copper at least inside of their skin attached to it, because it has a relation with this heart chakra that connects you with everything that is natural.
I know there is this sickness. I don't know, some years ago, I think it's this epileptic. People who had a particular sickness,
Yes.
they will wear a
Yes.
copper like this with a symbol of a snake to show that this person is suffering from epileptic.
Yes.
And it was copper.
And not only that, they don't tell the whole side. It actually helps to take away that sickness, to heal it from it. They don't talk about them. Because remember, let me tell you, this copper was big. This copper was big. It's coming smaller. It's coming inside of my blood, inside of my skin. This
Don't
whole
say
copper,
that.
I'm telling you, it's coming inside of my skin. It was big.
Rubs off and it stays.
Yes.
Constantly rubs.
Okay.
Exactly. It becomes part of your DNA. That is why your skin, you age even slower.
Because of that.
Because of this, it purifies your blood, it purifies your skin.
Amen.
Even the sicknesses within you, it changes.
Even the kings, they do have it.
Yeah.
They just put, and it's not expensive. It's not something that you buy for something. It's just this. Yeah.
It's something similar to gold as well. Gold as well, it also expresses that nature. That is why back in Egypt, they used to wear gold and copper all the time, and those silver. The gold, it increases your vibration higher.
Gold.
Yeah, that's why you find people wearing earrings here from this side. When they sleep, their vibration it increases. But when you wear silver, you lowers that vibration.
Okay.
So even people that are wearing gold, most of them, they don't know why they are wearing it. They don't have. If you're wearing such things, you tap into it. You use these things.
Everything has energy.
Exactly, everything has energy. You use these things to actually tap into the higher vibration as you meditate. There was one time I was using a stone. I was meditating with a stone. I got inside of the stone. It was a planet.
Yeah?
I'm telling you, I got inside of the stone by just putting it on my forehead, and I was meditating. I was having an interaction with it, and I got inside of it, literally, through the conscious mind. And in this stone it was like a planet automatically, and I could do a lot of things inside, and I could learn, and I could interact with the energies, and I was able to purify myself from it as well. Just a stone, because stones have a soul. Stones have a soul. Everything has a soul that is of me. This has a soul. It has a soul. Everything has a soul. It's an energy.
I have the habit of collecting these stones. I brought a stone from Namibia. I brought a stone from Mozambique.
Serious?
I keep them in my bag. Yeah, wherever I go, I just keep them.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tomato sauce, please.
Okay, no problem.
And Tabasco and
Using this one.
you're using this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these stones, you're supposed to interact with them. They'll give you a lot of information that you need. That is why sometimes when you meditate, you can just put the stones around you as a circle, and go inside and start to meditate. Because I was telling people, it doesn't take much for you to do this. Even if you can do meditation for 5 minutes, when you do that, this thing is very effective. Automatically, your energy, it intermingles with everyone that's around you. And when they feel that vibration, you influence them to also try to find themselves inside. And that's the only way to save yourself. No one's going to come from the sky to come and save you. You have to walk through that path alone. Because it's one thing as I hold your hand, let's just cross the street. It's another when you have to do your own path for yourself and then go through it.
And experience it.
And experiences. Because the truth is, the only way to experience the truth is by experiencing what you're feeling.
You are not told the truth.
You're not told, you feel
You
it.
experience.
Exactly, you feel it.
So the told truth is a lie.
It's a lie, it's a
Because
drive.
they explain to you how it is, how you feel it, but you have to personally go through it.
Thank you, you have to feel it. Now you say that, no, this, now I'm living the truth. That is why the Bible says when Jesus talks, the truth shall set you free.
He said, I am the truth, yeah.
Exactly, that's what it's actually talking about. The truth setting you free from inside.
Okay, enjoy. I'll bring your glass of wine. Okay. Thank you. Wow. Look at that. Then we eat.
Now this thing comes out of the water. It's big. It goes, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, and it comes for us. That's the most.
You know what? It's gonna happen.
Check, bro. That thing came, and then it took this old white man here next to me.
You see?
He came
Exactly what I said.
on
You
the
see?
shoulders like this, and then flew away with him.
Exactly.
And this guy was shouting, but that thing was just going with it.
Exactly what he's saying. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you.
I was so afraid.
Because
you're speaking now, you just take me back to that moment.
Because you know what's happening actually, the blood that they've been taking, white people, the blood that they've been taking from us, they've been giving to that thing. But that thing doesn't want it anymore. We are way past of our karma experience. Our karma experience is past. Now it's the turn for the white people to absorb. Now it's going to come out literally and absorb. White people are gonna disappear from this planet, unfortunately.
Because at first
they're gonna
I
disappear
ran
from this
away
planet.
from Cape Town because I didn't like the love that I was getting from the white community. Like
Yes.
they just loved me too much. Like I didn't trust it. I thought, doing the snuff movies, snuff movies.
Yeah.
You and then they kill you in those farms.
Yeah. You feeling that energy?
Farm. I'm like, no, I'm never going to visit your farm.
Afraid.
No, I'm never going to visit your farm. It's fine when we meet here in public spaces.
Yeah, it's better when it's public. You never know. You never know.
But they have so much of this love, but I'm like, nah, unnatural.
That love can be so
and then I had to just
triggering.
leave Cape Town. I just had to leave.
You know, one thing I want to say, you see, whenever the rockets, the spaceships, when they fly, they lie. There's no spaceship that has been outside the moon. It's a lie. We are in the firmament. Remember what the Bible says when God came, separated the water. How?
Yeah.
We are inside of the water right now. There's water above there and there's water underneath. So the infirmament, once they break that infirmament, the water will come inside and the water will just come inside and it will go back to how the planet was before.
Yeah.
We're inside of the infirmament. So these people, they're trying to dig underneath. Because they want to get out of this planet. They're trying to dig underneath so that they can leave this planet.
That scripture said God separated the water above and the water beneath.
Yeah, it's true. We're inside of the water right now. We are in an infirmament. It's like a glass. You can't break it. Once you break it, that water comes inside. And once that water comes inside, it's over.
Yeah.
So they've been lying to people saying that they've been outside of the moon. They've never walked on the moon. They've never. It's a lie.
I heard this.
Those spaceships, when they come there,
Yeah.
they come back again from the water. So we are inside of the water, inside of the infirmary. There's no way of getting out of this planet. It is only through a dimension.
Telepathy only.
Exactly. Telepathy only.
Wow.
So people need to grow their wisdom and understanding.
Thanks.
The truth shall only set you free.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow.
I'm telling you. There's some videos that are trending of people, and this anybody can do it. You stand there in front of the water. You start to be conscious, because remember we are 70% of the water. Water is a being, is a one person actually. Water is a being, is a one person, as well as the earth itself is a one being. So you're able to manipulate water and try to move it the way that you want to move it. When you concentrate, it does happen. That is why there's this manifestation there. I want to teach you this so that you do it. Every day before you sleep, I've been telling people about this. You take a glass of water, full water, you write the things that you want to manifest. You look inside of the water and you speak those things. Every day before you sleep, then you drink your water. Or anytime you feel like drinking that water, you speak to that water and you communicate with it. It's energy. It's part of you. And then automatically those manifestations will take place.
Serious?
Yes.
I've been reading this, The Secret and the Magic.
Yeah.
Is it what Rock Band or something?
Okay.
They speak about that.
Yes, about the water.
Well, not just the water, about just anything that actually you want, like
To manifest.
will
Yeah.
use into manifestation.
Yes, that's true. You can. You see these numbers that I put here. I've got these numbers. These are codes. These are codes. I actually want to make a tattoo because I'm tired of writing them. These are codes. This code is a code of riches, success, fame.
Serious?
I tell you. In order for you to activate them, you write them on your left hand side of your arm. And then you activate those codes.
Like you recite them.
No, you just write them.
Then how do you get to those numbers?
I know those numbers. Okay.
Like how would I know my numbers?
No, it's not necessarily. You can also use the same number.
Oh, okay.
The only time you activate it is a manifestation. You write it on top of your left hand, and then it automatically activates. Or you just write it on the sky every day, and automatically it activates. And I've been using these numbers for like. That is why I'm
You are here with us. Serious? You must give me those numbers. I want to break.
I need those numbers.
I want those numbers. Yeah? Why can you play lot with a number and you win? What about this is the lot of life? It's numbers. You see?
Yeah.
Life is numbers.
Because the thing is, energy is all about numbers.
Yes, it's numbers.
Numbers don't lie, like they say. Numbers don't lie. That is why you see people having those mirror numbers. You see that 11 on the clock, digital clock. 12, 15, 24, 24. Those are the messages that are coming from your guides. Then when you get those numbers, you immediately go to Google search and search, and then they'll give you what their message is being delivered to you from your ancestors within. So everything communicates with numbers, codes. You crack those things, and I'm telling you, everything works out sharp. The manifestation is just beautiful. I don't want to lie. And I want to come to that when you're saying you're afraid of the water. It's not that you're afraid of the water. Remember, when you put a white person and you put a black person, why people don't mind going inside of the water? Because they don't have a soul. What you're feeling is the vibration from the water. And then when you feel that thing, you know that water is not something that you can jump into. It is respected.
Yes, it's alive.
Yes, it's alive. But unfortunately, white people don't feel that. That's why they just do this randomly. So when you